Daily devotion, the word, our life, 29th June 2024, Feast of Saints Peter and Paul the Apostle, Acts 12 verse 1 to 11, 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 6 to 8 and verse 17 to 18, Matthew 16 verse 13 to 19. With you is Father Alphoncious Hamweete SDB. We celebrate two great figures in the church, Peter and Paul the apostles. Peter was outspoken among the disciples of Jesus. Most of the questions were responded by Peter, and mostly also he did ask questions to Jesus. So he was a person who was so spontaneous. And at the same time, he was a shaky person. He at the moment spoke out of the illumination from the Holy Spirit, other times out of human weaknesses. We see some episode where he shows a lot of faith in his words, and other time too much human. At one point, he professes one thing, and later on, he does something different. He had shown clearly the struggle between the spirit and the body. My spirit is willing, my body is weak. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he told Jesus when he was dozing, whereas Jesus was in deep prayer before being handed over to the soldiers. He had the will, but no ability to follow Christ. He denied Jesus 3 times, the one whom he promised that he will not deny him. He will follow him until his death. The greatest of Peter comes when he encountered the resurrected Christ. He cancelled his sins with love and was given authority to take care of the lambs. He became strong in faith up to the extent of dying for Christ. He got imprisoned because of faith. The church prayed for him and miraculously got out of prison. The power of prayer prayed in unity and communion is expressed and seen in the life of Peter. On the other hand, Paul was a persecutor of the Christians, the early Christians. But the encounter with Jesus Christ converted him to become the greatest apostle, though he called himself the least among the apostles. He became a great preacher. He is attributed to have written 13 letters in the New Testament. A persecutor became a victim for the sake of the gospel. He lived his faith till his death. He had to go through a lot of painful experiences, but could not give up. He was a brave, courageous, and a man full of faith. The two figures teaches us that God is merciful, and he can choose anyone in order for his word to reach the multitude of the people. He can use even the weak to manifest his strength. God is also using us to build his kingdom. Never underrate yourselves despite your personal weaknesses. Keep on praying. Be ready to sacrifice for the sake of Christ. To God be the glory.